My partner called me repulsive before his friend, dumping me at a restaurant, making me pay the dinner. Can you imagine being called ugly and not good enough by the man you loved, right in front of his smirking friends, while he left you with a $200 dinner bill and a completely shattered heart? That's what Mason did to me. But what if I told you that in just 3 short days I went from being the broken-hearted victim to the one holding all the cards, ready to watch him beg for mercy? My phone buzzed. It was Mason Taylor, calling from the same number that had blocked me just 3 days ago. 3 days. My coffee sat cooling in my trembling hands, the morning sun streaming through my apartment window, but all I could see was the sheer terror in his voice from that 3 a.m. voicemail. Hazel, please, you have to call me back. Something's happening. Something's very wrong. The photos. How did you... Please, I'm begging you. I just smiled and let it go to voicemail again. Honestly, a girl like me should be grateful for the entertainment. How did I go from crying over a cruel breakup to being the one who could make Mason Taylor, the man who thought he was untouchable, plead for his life? The answer lies in what happened that night at Romano's restaurant. And more importantly, what I discovered about the man I thought I loved. Some secrets are buried so deep that when they finally surface, they don't just hurt, they destroy everything in their path. And Mason Taylor was about to learn that the quiet, ugly girl he discarded so carelessly had been hiding secrets of her own. 3 days earlier, I was sitting across from Mason at Romano's, the upscale Italian restaurant where we'd had our first date 2 years ago. The bitter irony wasn't lost on me that he'd chosen the same place to end things, though I didn't know it yet. "You look beautiful tonight," he'd said, but his eyes were already scanning the room, searching for someone, anyone, more interesting than his girlfriend of 24 months. I'd worn the emerald green dress he bought me for Christmas, my auburn hair falling in soft waves, and I'd spent an hour on my makeup. I thought I looked good. I thought he'd think I looked good. How incredibly naive I was. "Thank you," I'd whispered, reaching across the table to touch his hand. His skin felt cold, distant. "Mason, is everything okay? You seem different lately." He pulled his hand away and signaled the waiter for another whiskey, his third. "Everything's fine, Hazel. Can't a guy take his girlfriend out for dinner without getting the 3rd degree?" The word stung, but I pushed the feeling down. Mason had been stressed with work, or so he told me. His marketing firm was demanding, and I understood pressure. I worked 60-hour weeks at the hospital as a trauma nurse. I knew all about stress. I didn't mean... Just then, a voice cut me off. "Hey, Mason." I turned to see 3 men approaching our table. I recognized them instantly. Jake Charles, Mason's college roommate, with his perfectly styled blonde hair and expensive suits. Trevor Banks, who, full story video added in below,